pretty when we met in Ocean City, like someone oh so easy to adore. I sang this little ditty on our way through Ocean City, heading south along the Jersey Shore. On the way to Cape May, I fell in love with you. On the way to Cape May, I saw my dream.
All right, all right, all right.
It's a pretty long song.
Yeah.
They named probably most of the shore points down there.
That was kind of like
Reminds
Joe's
me
little
of,
thing that he does.
Yeah.
Spiel of the neighborhoods.
Yeah, Joe's pretty funny with that. Yeah, I got to get that good.
Okay, so I think I first asked, like, is it a big attraction to live in the Wildwoods that you can go to Cape May? And why would that be an attraction?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, anyone living in Cape May, vacationing, living in the Wildwoods or vacationing in the Wildwoods, that's one of the points of interest that they'll definitely go and see, because it's just quaint. It's a quaint little Victorian town. And even I've sold there, so I know that they are very strict about their codes for the housing, because they want to keep the look of that town the way that it is. And in the wintertime, it is like the Dickens Village has come to life. So it's just adorable.
We talked a little bit about the main reason that people don't live in Cape May, why they live in the Wildwoods instead, is the price differential. So
yeah, so the price point is a little higher there for a single family in Cape May than the Wildwoods, mainly because it's just that type of property or area where a lot of people have an interest in vacationing. So a lot of investors who rent the properties.
Yeah.
You know.
What makes it such a desirable vacation spot? What are all the different things? Because it's not just the colonial style or whatever. There's a lot to it, right?
It's small, so it's walkable to everything. The beaches are pristine. A lot of points of interest there. They have a quaint little area, the Washington Square area, where you can shop and get your souvenirs or your famous candies, and it's just adorable. It's cozy. You just want to be there and hang out, and even in the wintertime.
And it's the tip of like the peninsula, so you get like the bay and the ocean. Would you say like that the views contributed to building it into kind of this luxury spot?
Oh, absolutely. The views are amazing. The views are comparable to Hawaiian sunsets and sunrises, especially in the fall. The oranges and the colors are just amazing. There's actually the restaurant Harpoon Harry's, I believe that's the name of it. You could sit there, have your drinks, and just watch the sunset, and it's breathtaking.
Yeah. So would you say the Wildwoods, they sort of play this role of like, if you want to experience Cape May, but you don't want to spend as much money on your actual property, that you go to the Wildwoods. Would that be
I would
accurate?
say that's true, yeah.
And how often, as someone who lives in the Wildwoods, how often do you go to Cape May for something?
Oh, probably a couple times a month at least. Yeah, we love the restaurants there. There's events that are happening. I think this weekend is the famous tree ceremony, where they light up the tree and they have a band playing and what do you call the whole light ceremony. Everybody is just gathering in Congress Hall area to watch the whole event.
Cool. How often in your life have you sung the Cape May song?
Well, I'm at that age where I've probably sang that song at least once a year, because that came out when I was very young. Yeah.
Like, when do you sing it? Like, just when you're drinking with friends and it gets a little bit silly, or like,
Yeah, and it comes on the radio, believe it or not, a lot
okay.
down here. I don't know. I sing it to my grandson once in a while. You know, I get a little strange look, but
Yeah. Okay, if you had to say, as a realtor, and you're not going to probably know the exact number off the top of your head, but like the average price of a house in Wildwoods versus like the same house in Cape May, like what would you ballpark the price differential? I mean, on average, are they like twice as expensive, or like a couple $100,000 more expensive to go down to Cape May? What? How would you ballpark that?
yeah. So obviously everything's about location. So the closer you are to any of the beaches, it's going to be more expensive. But I would say double. The a single family in the Wildwoods would definitely be double in Cape May.
If it was like same kind of closeness to the beach, same build,
Yeah,
double.
absolutely.
Okay, and it's not like Wildwoods is like cheap real estate. It's still
Yeah,
valuable real estate, right?
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, but Cape May is just premium.
It's premium. There you go. I like that word. Premium for Cape May. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know any of the history of that Cape May song?
Of the song,
Yeah.
I the gentleman who sings it, Al Alberts, had a show when I was very young, and he got famous off of the song because he's a Philadelphia guy that always loved Cape May, and I'm not sure if he wrote it himself, but he did sing it, and that elevated his career.